Hey guys, Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I have the Autel Evo Nano Plus sitting on the landing pad here. Hopefully you can see that. I haven't flown it for a while, so I got it back from Autel recently, and they corrected some sensors and things for us. So I just kind of wanted to get it out and fly it a little bit and see how we're doing. Aircraft is self-checking. It says gimbal is self-checking. I think looks like we're darn near ready to go here. Let's look in the menu here and make sure that we got everything set. 36 meter RTH, that's good. Yeah, we want to return home, so we're looking good on the safety menu. Let's look at the about page, and yeah, it doesn't look like it's asking for any kind of new firmware, so good to go there. Let's look at our camera menu. Make sure we're shooting in 4K, 30 frames per second. HDR is not available in Pro mode, and I'm in Auto, so maybe it has to wait until I take off to do that. So we'll look at that when we take off here. And but I'm going to go ahead and start recording now. And we're recording. Let's go ahead and let's take off. Let's do an auto takeoff on the app. So hit that slider. And there goes that little drone. Right there. Let's turn it around. And I love to see the obstacle avoidances working perfectly on this guy now. Those downward sensors, etc., that I had problems with for so long, and Autel took care of it. So I appreciate that. They repaired that under warranty. Let's bring it in and see the obstacle avoidance is working. I'm pushing forward on the stick and it won't come any closer. So I'm going to drop that camera down a little bit, and we're just going to go ahead and do our droney. So reversing up now, reverse and up. And up we go. And I noticed about this guy, you know, when you're hitting both sticks, now as soon as I let go of the reverse stick, it shoots right up. And then the other direction, as soon as Hey folks, I'm going to freeze frame right here for a second. As you have noticed, the video quality here is not what it should be. It's at 1280 by 720, and we were shooting in 4K. What happens is with this drone, it actually begins recording. If you start a recording before you take off, it begins recording in a lower resolution and then switches after you take off. In this case, it did not switch. And I know you might say I'm using the THM file. I am not. This is the regular file, 1280 by 720, 25 frames per second. Pull back on the stick, but if you try and do them both at the same time, it limits both. So anyway, let's turn the guy around here, and let's look towards our favorite little cell phone tower. And trust me, I'm looking at the drone. It's not nearly as close to that tower as what it says, although it says about 9 meters. I guess that's about right. And like I said, I'm staring right at the drone. So let's go ahead and see, and we're in standard mode. Let's see if we can do a little orbit around this guy. See if we can kind of do an orbit around the, do our own little version of a cell phone tower inspection here real quick. You know, I like to do these kind of moves to kind of get warmed up on the sticks, get you used to how the drone flies. We're looking kind of almost directly into the sun right now, so that's why you're seeing that thing shadowed a little bit. And I'm not keeping it in center of frame. Now we're getting that sun behind us again. That looks better, doesn't it? Okay, and we are how high? We're 29 meters high, so this guy's about 30 meters high. I always wonder about that as I fly over it. You know, how high do I need to be? And I'm looking at the drone right now, and it is, you know, it's weird because you're looking at this video, and it looks like the drone is right on top of the cell phone tower. And I mean, I'm staring at the drone, and it's not. It's a ways away. So anyway, let's, you know, it looks like you're going to hit it, doesn't it? But I mean, I'm looking at the drone. It's well above it. let's drop this, drop the camera down and go forward here. So anyway, kind of cool. You can get a pretty good look there. I see we're already down to 83% battery. And what I wanted to do was try out some of the modes on this guy that I haven't tried out for a while. Oh, there's a good look there. Let's go out and take a look at the, and I don't know what's going on at the school, but we're going to kind of avoid those cars that are in the parking lot here. We'll kind of move out to the side, but boy, you can see it's a cold day today. It's maybe just barely above freezing, about 33 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. So, but you can see it's a nice blue sky sunny day. But let's bring this guy back to us and let's look at some of the intelligent flight modes that I haven't messed around with for a while. And it's kind of weird when you look into the sun there, especially in auto. Let me dip that camera down and see if we can brighten things up a little bit. Yeah, that brightens them up so you can see the ground, and full stick forward changes that EV in the drone. And I'm going to grab my camera here and we'll walk out into the field. Let's bring this guy down. Drone's flying great, man. I just got through flying a, well, I'm going to say, I hate to use the term lesser drone, but that's probably the truth, a Potensic drone that I had some problems with. So I'm grabbing my Action 2 camera so that we can get out and see the drone. And you know, one of the things that I'd like to try with this guy is the follow me function. You know, I tried it when they first enabled it and had some issues with it, and it didn't work very well. So let's try it again. So I'm sure I need to stop recording, and boy, my fingers are cold, man, I'm telling you. And let's go into, let's see, quick shots tracking right there. So look at that, it's got a plus on me. Let's click on that plus. Let's start recording. And let's click follow. No, I thought I did. Yeah, so it's got me. Okay. So let's see how it does. I'm trying to keep the camera on it here. And it's doing it. We're low enough to the ground here that I worry about it, you know, without sideways sensors. But you know, this is working better. This is working a lot better and smoother than the last time I tested. So they clearly have improved this. Yeah. Okay, that's good. We're looking into the sun with the action camera, but the drone is looking right at me. So, yeah, let's walk over this way. It's keeping me right in center frame. Okay, let's see if we can raise an altitude. Drop that camera down just a little. And it's still got me. Yeah, it turned red there for a second. Insufficient space to fly, so I don't know what that means. Well, anyway, drop it back down. And it's got me. Let's see if I can push it backwards. And no, it doesn't seem to want to go backwards. And yeah, I don't know what that insufficient space to fly means. Yeah, so we're going to cancel that. We're out of that. Okay, we're going to stop recording again. And let's try some quick shots. Yeah, I'm right in the middle of the field here. We should be fine. Let's do, click on that quick shots again. Let's do the flick. And I can't remember, I'm trying to remember what the flick is. Here we go, flick. Do we have to draw a circle around me? I'm trying to remember. Okay, quick shot, flick. Yeah, what am I doing wrong? Oh, I did the go button. Holy cow. Okay, let's click go. Tap or drag, select a target. Yeah, I wasn't clicking that go button. Now we're going to click go. 3, 2, 1, it's counting down. Let's see if we can watch the drone here. And it's moving around me. And moving back. And now coming forward again. And right above me. Yeah, okay, interesting enough. Fade away, that's our droney, so we can set the distance on that. So let's go ahead. I think I have to select again. And let's click go. And it's counting down. And it should, the drone, we're shooting into the sun with the action camera, but the drone is fine. It's going the other way with the sun at its back. So yeah, that's working great. I love these kind of automated features. Down to 64% battery. Yeah, I'm going to say that tracking that we tried still needs a little work. The flick is interesting. I like the way it returns to its starting point. And I don't know how much you guys are going to see on the action camera because, again, we're shooting right into the sun. The winter sun is sure low in the sky. Okay, let's do the rocket. And I think I need to select myself again, and we're going to click go. 3, 2, 1, and it should go straight up, and it should keep the camera on us. Started shooting. Yeah, straight up above. And it completed, so it should, yeah, it's returning to its starting point. Those are the kind of things that are fun to automate, because if you're with a group of people and you want to be in the shot, you can do that and the drone will just get the shot for you. Okay, what's the next one we got here? We got orbit. And so I need to select myself. Maybe. That wasn't very good. Let's get out of that. Let's try that again. I'm going to back the drone up a little ways too. And I'm going to get some altitude because I want to make sure we are far enough away or high enough that we're not going to send the drone. Yeah, so it should be able to select me. That's what I thought it would do. We see that plus sign in and out, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that plus sign, and we're going to click go, and it's going to go clockwise. And it started recording, and yeah, the drone's doing its orbit. There you go. Drone's facing the sun right now. Remember, when you're doing this with these kind of drones, this guy does not have sideways obstacle avoidance. And if you did this in some trees or something, you could send the drone right into the trees. And it just did, yeah, it just did one orbit and then stopped. So, yeah, anyway, that's good enough. Okay, let's get out of there. Let's see, I forgot this guy does have portrait mode. Let's go ahead and drop it down and get it pointed at me. And let's, you know, it gives me that plus sign, close, medium, or long. So I don't know. Let's try close. Let's see what that does. Gosh, maybe I'm not familiar with this. Let's, yeah, so it's coming right in. I'll be darned. It's coming in on me. Recommended location. Start recording. I'll be darned. So that's, I guess that's just to get a picture of yourself. I thought maybe that would put it in vertical video. Let's try medium. And the drone is backing up. So yeah, so if you're flying the drone and you want to get a shot of yourself, evidently that's the way you do that. Let's go to long. And the drone, and it's keeping you right in center of frame. I'd never used that function before. Aircraft has reached its recommended location. Huh? Okay, enough of that. Let's stop recording. And let's move it on up here. How much battery we've got? We've got about 40% battery. So I don't think I have enough to do a hyperlapse. Let's go into pano mode. Well, first, let's pick the thing up and let's go out someplace where it's worth taking a pano. Let's go back out over the school over here and we'll start a pano. I'm going to fly the drone over the top of the school there. I can avoid all those cars by going right down the middle here. And we're going to go right over the top of the school. We are going to face the mountains. And let's click on pano here. And I'm not going to do a sphere. Let's start with a wide angle. And what I can't remember is if this guy, and is it taking the picture? No, yeah, it is. Okay, it's taking the pictures. It just took it a second. What I can't remember is if this guy, if it stitches them together automatically or not. I believe it does. Just kind of fun to try some different things that I haven't messed around with for a while on this drone. It just was too beautiful of a day today not to fly. That's what I'm going to tell you. You know, when you get a blue sky day in the middle of winter, get out there and fly your drone. And this little Nano Plus, man, it's a great bargain right now as well. I mean, sorry, I was putting the camera on the tripod there. Yeah, it's a really good bargain right now. So there, it completed it. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's do a landscape, and we can compare the three. So starting that landscape, and that's 12 shots. And I'm pretty sure this one stitches them together for you, just like you see in DJI. Now, does it put them on the SD card? Or is it something you have to then, does it stitch them together in the app so then it's on your camera roll on your mobile device? I'm not sure. One of the other things that I'm looking forward to with the Nano Plus is Autel is working on a smart controller, and boy, I've gotten so used to working with the all-in-one smart controllers on my DJI drones that man, I'm really excited that they'll be coming up with a smart controller or an all-in-one controller where you have the FPV screen built into the controller. So much easier to use. Typically, it's brighter. In the wintertime like this, hey, my iPhone's looking good. I can tell you in the summertime, the heat would start dimming pretty quick. So there's 12 pictures. So it's done. It returns to its normal spot. And okay, so then we did landscape. Let's scroll up here. Whoops, pano again. Click on that again. Portrait mode. Yeah, portrait is the last one. So let's do that. It's got spherical too, but well, once we're done with this portrait, we'll try a spherical. And this is going to take 6 pictures here. The spherical ones, I think they're primarily for like uploading to Facebook, etc. And then you can get a 360 picture. So we'll do that. And then, but if you want to do it otherwise, there's software that you have to use, I think typically, to get that 360 photo. Okay, I am going to go put it in spherical mode, and let's see how many pictures it takes with that guy. Let's click start. And yeah, do not move the command sticks. 26 pictures it's going to take, so this will be interesting. So we'll go ahead and let it take those pictures. You know, I'm very, very pleased with this Nano Plus, and it's also, I don't know if the prices will still be in effect by the time you see this video, but man, they had it really competitively priced. I think the Fly More kit, the one that I have, gosh, I think it was like right around $700. That is just a steal. When you look at the prices of some of the other drones out there right now, to have a full-featured product like this and have this camera, this is one of the best cameras that you'll find on a mini drone, and on a lot of drones for that matter. So well worth it at that price, especially the Fly More kit with 3 batteries, etc. And the fact that they're coming out with a smart controller, just a good value. Got a nice day today too. I mean, you guys are seeing in these pictures, it's just to have the sun out. Yeah, I'm going to cancel that return to home. We don't want it to do that. It's down below 20% battery, but we want it to finish taking these pictures, so we hit that cancel. We're not far from the takeoff point, so we're going to be just fine getting it back home. We'll let it finish taking the rest of these pictures. And again, I don't know if it stitches them together. I just can't remember. I believe that it does. 24, 25, one more picture to go. And we're done, and it recenters itself. And yeah, so it's done. Let's go back into video mode, shooting mode, and I'm going to start recording again. And we're going to hit return to home on the controller. And it turns right around and it's coming back to us. Aircraft battery is low. Let's see if we get how close it gets to the landing pad here. So much fun flying this drone. I mean, I love it when a drone works as advertised. Let me drop that camera down so we get for one thing, we're not looking into the sun, and we can see now how close we come. The drone reorients itself. Yeah, it's a ways off. If it lands where we see right there, it's going to be out here in the parking lot. So I'll see if I can stand in front of it here. I can't remember if this guy picks up the camera itself. I do not remember, but yeah, it's a ways off from the pad. My friend Ron Brown gets precision landings with his. Let's see, is it going to pick up that camera? Yeah, there it did. At the very last second, it flipped the camera up. So that's a good thing. And it stopped recording. Yeah, it's beeping at me because of the low battery. Let me get everything shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey, okay, the Autel Evo Nano Plus, great little drone, great value. What's not to like about this guy? You know, this wasn't much of a flight. We just tried out some of the intelligent flight modes and tried out tracking again that I haven't tried in a while. Tracking, you know what, at first I thought it was working better, but yeah, still we got those messages that there was not enough room to track, and we were out in the middle of an open field, so I don't know. That aside, you know, I don't know if you buy a mini drone for tracking, so I don't see that as a big deal. The main thing is the fantastic camera on this drone. Tried out those Panos shots. I'll be interested to see how those look. So yeah, that's about it. It just was a little bit of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this flight. I had a lot of fun doing it on a beautiful day. You know, when you get a blue sky day like this in the winter, you gotta fly, and that's exactly what I did. So yeah, this is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out, and I absolutely appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one, the Evo Nano Plus. We'll see you guys later. Bye now.